Oracle Arena was rocking last season, and with good reason. The 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them one off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. Belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Blake kicks to Drummond. And that misses everything.
Well, I tell you what, you look at the Warriors, and they were actually unstoppable in every way last season. Average home margin of victory was 13-plus points. A lot of those games weren't even that close as they let things get tight in garbage time.
24 seconds left in the third. Dishes it to Blake. Got a piece of it. Oh, and here comes Barnes all alone. Oh! Man, oh, man.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Inside. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Here's Dinwiddie. Barnes and Green of the forward set. Ian Clark out there with Livingston. And it's Bogut in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State. To the inside. Here is Livingston. He's covered by Brown. Johnson against Barnes. Clock at 6. Over in the corner, Livingston. Beyond the arc. Good. Livingston's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Warriors.
And he's looking to really stretch this lead out, even with the cushion they have, still letting it fly from long range.
Johnson dishes to Tolliver. It's hauled in by Bogut. And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against the Trailblazers in Portland. Now here's Barnes. Guarded closely. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
You got to like how they're getting the ball inside this half. They didn't have as much success earlier in the game, but now they're showing real determination in taking it inside to score.
The Warriors making a switch here. Curry's checked in. It's Brown with the drive.
And in today's NBA, it's all about spacing on offense. It used to be more about finding matchups to exploit. Now it is all about opening up great looks by spreading the floor.
And it's Detroit's ball.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Curry. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
So for the Pistons, Marcus Morris comes in for Johnson, and Steve Blake is subbed in for Brown. Morris outside. Passes it to Bullock. Harris against Barnes. And it's Harris off the drive. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
The Defender was spinning around like an agitator in a washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one.
Here's Clark, guarded by Blake. Here's Clark, buries the easy one.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now let's move on to the presentation. Stephen Curry. He was the engine that drove this team the whole night. And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Well, for the Grizzlies, their record has fallen off the pace they set last season. No team wants to see that regression. They're looking to turn things around, and we'll see how they do tonight. And guys, the fans always enjoy hearing stories from your playing days. Let's talk teammates. Shaq, who were your favorite guys to play with over the years?
You know, everyone loves the Shaq, and Shaq has 4 rings, but I'm saying it here.
They all love
real
the Shaq.
life. Yeah, everybody loves Shaq.
Okay.
I'm sexy, handsome, and qualified. That's what Shaq stands
I
for.
think my question was, who were your favorite teammates?
Let me finish, Ernie. Let me finish. I'm quick to say, hey, I got.
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. It's Western Conference NBA action. The Memphis Grizzlies here at home. Last time in Oakland, they lost to the Warriors.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town. The night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
Now Golden State's starting 5. Barnes and Green are the forward set. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. And it's Bogut in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
Allen gets to Conley. Thompson with the rebound. Memphis on defense. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
Drains the 3 while he's being fouled, and he might be able to make this a 4-point play. You know, Bogut, as I recall, Clark was so distraught by those injuries that at one point he thought he might retire.
Yeah, he gave some serious thought to packing it in after the 2013 season, Kevin. Luckily for his team, though, he worked through it and is strong as ever at the defensive end.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Anderson, he's checked in for Randolph. Barnes comes in for Vince Carter. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for Allen. White, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Bogut kicks to Curry. A minute 20 left to play here in the first. Outside Conley. Curry against Stevenson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Anderson. It's rebounded by Golden State. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And what a heck of a performance for them, particularly offensively. I mean, there were stretches of that game where everything seemed to be falling.
Ball movement was superb, majestic, and they got good shots and they made them. So it wasn't a surprise, but the ball movement was the key.
They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
To the paint, here's Barnes. No good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Moving it up. Bogut dishes to Curry. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Down low. Stevenson can't hit.
And that's letting the defense off the hook. No excuse for blowing that lead.
Got it! What a shot!
3 points at the buzzer.
Definitely an answer to prayer there.
And the Grizzlies, a team that's dealt with their share of tough playoff losses, but you know,
we feel like we're a team.
One big reason why not them is what happened to Conley. Greg losing him in the playoffs last year was the biggest adversity they went through. Can you make a case that it just made them tougher, or did it really take something out of them?
You know, Kevin, it's really hard to say. A tough break, obviously, losing Mike, and I mean that literally as well. But their problems did set them back, and maybe they can be just as good as anybody else, but until they are, they're going to have some issues.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
Not sure you can play any better offensively.
Very few bumps in the road so far. It's been an easy ride for them.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Golden State looking at who they've got. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. Ezeli is out there with Maurice Spates, and it's Livingston in at the 1. And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back, late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down actually last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goals, from 53 to 63% on free throws. A testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
Spates, the pass to Curry. 1:39 left in the first half of basketball. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And, you know, going back to Ezeli, impressive physically, 7 foot, 7'6" wingspan, 5% body fat. If his skill set ever catches up with his natural game, watch out, watch out.
Matt Barnes is checked in for Memphis. Conley now comes in for Adams. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Chris Anderson is checked in for Zach Randolph. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Lights checked in. Outside for Curry. Fires the three. That's good. Curry's got 18 points in the game.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
And a footnote to Ezeli. One of his college administrators raved about his intelligence. He cited Ezeli's broad perspective on world trade, globalization, and I tell you what, if Ezeli keeps improving, he'll soon be a serious benefactor of the economics of American sports.
The Grizzlies trail by 17. Now Conley. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Clippers.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line.
Lance Stephenson's checked in for the Grizzlies. Curry outside. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feet. And that's now 21 points for Steph Curry. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Conley kicks to Stevenson. A rebound by Ezeli. Warriors leading by 20. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Hairston, he's checked in for Memphis. Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for Festus Ezeli. Draymond Green comes in for Maurice Spates. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Klay Thompson in for Sean Livingston. Knocked loose. Here's Green. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Warriors.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the half.